Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. I know a lot of people have been saying that, or hinting at least, that the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder fight could still go ahead despite the fact Wilder lost. And I've read a few odds and ends, different sources and watched a few interviews. And the one that hits me the most is I think Eddie Hearn gave it with IFL, and he was pretty hardcore, pretty determined in his rhetoric about the potential for a Wilder Joshua fight. He said the people who wanted to put the fight on no longer see it as the fight that it was. The numbers won't work now because Wilder is a busted flush at the moment. It's a mismatch in my opinion. Well, he would say that because he's Joshua's promoter. But yeah, I mean, who will Joshua fight next? Hearn named Zhilei Zhang, Filip Hrgovic, which would probably be for the IBF title if it gets vacant, and Francis Ngannou. Interesting. But yeah, this idea that Wilder and Joshua will still fight, I don't know. I don't know where that's come from. The only thing I've seen that might lend some credence to it, potentially, I'm not saying this is the case, but there were some photographs released. I don't know, I think they were within the last 24 hours, anyway, 24 hours of me doing this video, which shows Eddie with, what's the guy's name? Turkey Milkshake, His Excellency, the Saudi guy, His Excellency, yes, him, and Eddie was with him and they were smiling. And then there was a picture of Turkey Milkshake in the middle of Wilder and Joshua. So I don't know when these photos were taken. They could have just been released, but they were taken before Wilder lost the fight. Lost the fight to, let me get this right this time, because you all took the piss when I said Otto Wallin. And I didn't mean to say Otto Wallin. I meant to say Joseph Parker. But yeah, he lost to Joseph Parker. But these photos could have been taken before then, and now they've just been released. There was also one of Turkey Milkshake with, what was his name? Frank Warren. And I'm having more senior moments than Frank fucking Warren. Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn and Mr. Milkshake in the middle, and they're all giving it smiley, happy face, blah, blah, blah. Look, there's no doubt the Saudis are in the game, and they're probably going to stay in the game. But Wilder against AJ now, without Wilder even calling out for a rematch with Parker or calling out anyone else. No, I still want to fight Joshua. Well, you lost, mate. You fucking lost. So I don't really see how you can, how you could call for that fight. Wilder seems to feel he's still up there. He's still, he's not damaged goods. You are, mate. Just as when Joshua lost to Ruiz and twice to, Usyk, he had to rebuild, which he is on the way to doing. He's had 3 fights this year. Last year, 2023, he had 3 fights, which is really good. That's how you rebuild. And Wilder, who fought, Robert Helenius for less than a round in 2.5 years and then got stopped by, not stopped, but beaten by Parker. And then prior to the Helenius fight, got badly knocked out, twice by Fury. I mean, you're damaged goods, mate. And plus the fact you're 38. No, you can't have the Joshua fight. And some people say, Joshua doesn't want it. What do you mean Joshua doesn't want it? That huge payday for beating a guy who's lost 3 of his last 4. Really? Come on, man. I mean, this is twaddle, absolute twaddle. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Zhang versus Joshua, Hrgovic versus Joshua. I'm not interested in Ngannou versus Joshua. I think that would be a gimmick fight. No disrespect to Ngannou. A lot of respect for what he did against Fury. I don't think he won that fight. I think Fury won it. But as a debutant fighting a world heavyweight champion, come on, man, that was an amazing performance. But no, I don't want to see him against Joshua. Zhang versus Joshua, very, very intriguing. And Hrgovic versus Joshua, if it is for the IBF title, it gives Joshua or Hrgovic, whoever wins, a foothold on the world title scene at least, even though, it would be a belt, wouldn't it? But and of course, you might get a situation where Fury and Usyk fight. I think they're signed to fight 2 fights, but you might get a situation where the last man standing retires and all the belts go up in the air anyway, all 4 of them. So we don't know. But anyway, leave your comments below. As always, thanks for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the like button if you don't mind, and spread the word about Joe's Ton of Boxing. As always, thanks for your time. I'll read your comments. Much love.